Lee, a couple things. I'm very active, not right now because schools are closed, with the Southern High School Business Citizens Advisory Board. I don't know if Severna Park has that or not. It would be a good thing to look at if they don't have it, to interact the business community with the students in the schools. Secondly, each school I know has an individual assigned from the Board of Education to specifically run an intern program through that school.
Right.
They have a tremendous amount of internship things that pop up. And then thirdly, I can't think of a better one because I love this organization, is Burgers and Bands. Maybe maybe Ann Brennan could work along with get some kids involved with Burgers and Bands program.
I actually MC Burgers and Bands. I have two charities of choice, and Burgers and Bands is definitely one of them. I absolutely want to get as many kids involved in that as they possibly can. It's just such an incredible, and I love Ann. So thank you for that. And thank you for recognizing the charity. So that is one of my favorite charities around, and they are on my list. I found that I reach out, we're all in all of these networking groups, and we wonder, like, are we getting ROI out of it? Right. And, I'll tell you, I've put out on several of my groups, hey, who needs something? I'm compiling a list. I want to put it together, and I don't get back as many opportunities as I think. So I don't know if we need to change the way we talk about it. Make sure people know it's free, but it has to be a win-win, or if we make it a more formal mentor-mentee situation. But I haven't gotten as much back as I wanted to, especially with the waterways. I've got kids very passionate about that. So any help you all can provide.
You mentioned the law, and there are a couple of different things that I have thoughts that you've brought up. Actually, this spring, I was scheduled to do some in-school talks with there's a liaison that I had through the schools. And so, of course, all that went away. But to talk about, like you said, kids who are interested in going into law but don't really know what that means, or the only resource they have is TV shows about lawyers, which are not very realistic, as we all like to joke about. But so I have kind of a canned, speech that I talk about, and a Q&A type thing. So I'd be happy to talk to, however you wanted to set that up, if it was individual or small groups or what have you, or any kind of Q&A, so that they demystify that process a little bit. And because one thing I tell a lot of young people is, don't go to undergrad and say I'm pre-law, because
exactly.
There are a lot of different degrees that'll still get you into law school, and that is a different process altogether. So
absolutely,
I'd definitely be interested in that. The other thing you talked about is the waterways and community and things like that. My firm represents community associations, and young people like that who are looking for a way to do something new and interesting. Now is a great time for them to get involved and look at what their community policies are on how they treat the beach, or their, marina, if they have one, or just their community spaces, some rules for upkeep. And we could do very easily, we could do an apprenticeship program or something like that, where they wanted to come in and say, because small associations don't look at all that kind of stuff. They don't have a huge legal budget and everything else like that. But if you've got a young person who's carrying the water and who's doing a lot of the legwork, and we called it like an apprenticeship program or something like that, it'd be a great opportunity for them to learn a whole bunch of stuff, for them to do something that benefits their individual community, and it looks good on a resume for them too.
Yeah, you should see these kids light up when they find something they like. Especially boys, they tend to be a little bit less mature than girls. It's just a fact. When they find something that lights them up, they are on fire and they jump. I mean, I've talked to 17-year-olds who are like, and I want to introduce you to Melissa, my business partner. I'm like, wait, who are you? You're the same crazy kid I met a couple weeks ago that didn't have a business partner, but they are ready. We were also thinking about, collecting boats that have been sitting at community docks for years. Let's collect them, let's clean them up, and let's donate them to an organization for safe boating. I mean, we can make it a win-win-win-win-win And so thank you, Brian. Those are great ideas, and we will definitely get in touch. And you're right, you don't have to go to pre-law. You don't have to go to pre-med. I've got a girl who's going to major in art, and she wants to be a doctor, and that it works that way. So that's a lot of what my company does, is just make sure you go to the right undergraduate school to get you where you think you want to go. And oh, guess what? 50 to 80% of them change their major 3 times anyway. So who the heck knows?